Hey, Body Geeks, welcome to another edition of Pilates for Endurance. Endurance being just the ability to keep doing something, physically, of course. When we talk about something psychological, we talk about this as persistence. So you can look at this as physical persistence. In this 20-minute class, you can expect some combos of some pretty familiar exercises, emphasizing our extension and the side bending. So you're going to come to the end of your mat and either stand with your feet in Pilates first or cross one foot over the other. And staying as vertical as possible, lower yourself all the way to the ground. If you need to use your hands instead of crashing, do that. And then roll yourself all the way down onto your back and stretch out. You can either leave your feet down tonight or you can lift your upper body and reach your legs away and pump. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Nice strong arms. Inflating your back. 40. 50. You can always bring your legs into tabletop if you feel like that would help you get a little more two-way stretch in your upper body. 70. 80. Get nice and flush. 90. And 100. And you go all the way down, flex your feet, reach forward and lift. You're going to go into some roll-ups. And if you've never done this before, and you feel like it would be beneficial to you, you're going to grab a pillow like this beautiful little one made by Swan Amity Studios and put it underneath your low back. And that's just going to assist you with elongating your back space as you come all the way up. We're only going to do 5 roll-ups. Of course, you could bend your knees if you needed to, but the idea with these endurance classes is just to keep moving. Shooting for, but not being restricted by the idea of perfection or precision. And then you're going to stay down there. If the pillow is underneath your back, you can either keep it or remove it. And both legs are going to go into tabletop, arms down by your side. Squeeze your legs together. Lift your hips lower. Lift your hips lower. Just some rollover preps. Part of our endurance is being able to stick with the concepts of Pilates, like the two-way stretch, rather than just hammering through some of the exercises. A couple more. So yes, we're going a little faster. Yes, we're challenging our ability to keep moving, but not at the expense of holding on to what's important. And then you'll one leg down, one leg up for the leg circle for just 5, 4, and then reverse your circle. And if you need to, throughout the course of this class, you're going to readjust the range of motion switch. So if you feel like the pace that I'm helping push you to is a little too fast to complete the exercise, in this one you would just make the circle smaller, reverse. Still incorporating the two-way stretch into what you're thinking about. And then you'll go right up to your rolling like a ball and grab your ankles and rock and roll. I'm going to give you a challenge tonight for a little combo. This next time you come up, you're going to hold it. So after 3 rolling like a ball, you're going to grab one shin, come on down and do 3 back and forth for the single leg stretch. Then 3 for the double leg. And of course, you could have your head down here if you needed to. Make the range of motion smaller. 3 single straight leg stretch. And the hands go behind the head for 3 double straight leg stretch. And then 3 crisscross. No stopping, just back and forth. One more set. Then you're going to rock right up to rolling like a ball again. Rock up, grab your ankles. Nice and tall, go 3. 2. Keep the heels nice and tight to the butt. 1. Grab a shin, come on down, and we go for 3. Double leg, grab 2 shins, pull it in, and then reach. And of course, if you want the help of your trusty little pillow, you could put that right at your upper back and give you a little help. Single straight leg stretch. And this just helps assist you into the position that you're trying to work your muscles in. 3 double leg. And then 3 crisscross. Remembering that muscles only strengthen themselves in the positions and at the angles that we work them. That's why sometimes having an assist is important. Last round, rolling like a ball for 3. And just keep breathing. You can always adjust your last one if you need to. Grab onto that one leg and roll all the way down for 3. 2 shins. And of course, to make this a little bit easier, you could take the fingertips and toes up toward the ceiling. So don't strain yourself. Single straight leg stretch. The idea is to work hard right up to that edge without causing injury. 3 double straight leg stretch. You could, of course, have your hands underneath your pelvis for this one. And then finally, 3 crisscross, back and forth. And then we're going to rock right up for the spine stretch and have a little cool down moment so feet go wide. Let's go arms up today. Big ball in front of you. You're going to shape yourself over the ball. Come right back up. So maybe one of those physio balls. Does the throat wrap around the ball? Does the lumbar area, kidney area wrap around the ball? 2 more times. Is this really one long line or is it broken somewhere? And then you're going to pull your legs in as if you were going to do another rolling like a ball, this time inside the ankles, and go extend one leg, release. Extend one leg, release. Yeah. So really challenging thing to do is just stay here on your pelvis and balance. 2 legs if you'd like. And then I have one more challenge for you today. You're going to take, in this position, you're going to take your legs out, and then without going into a back extension with your back, take your legs as wide as you can go, and then bring them all the way together again. So super tempting to kind of rock forward on the pelvis and then dive down. See if you can stay back by pulling your guts up into the back of your throat. Last few. And then starting with the rocking, the V-rocker, we're going to make another combo. So let's rock 3 times. Legs as wide as you'd like. Try your best to keep a hold of your ankles. Option here to take your hands behind your legs if you need just a little bit more help. Then you're going to cross your legs. On your last one, flip over into a plank and find your 2-way stretch. From there, you're going to lower down. Keep your hands right where your shoulders are. Untuck your feet. Go into 3 swans. Height is totally up to you. The idea here is to pull yourself forward rather than trying to go up. Forward rather than straight up. Last one. Then right into child's pose. Roll yourself up, and we'll go 3 thigh stretches 3 times. So pulling your trunk up off of your bottom half, and then you're going down onto your elbows for the single leg kick, pulling yourself forward, kick, 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 kick. One more to make 5. Legs together, find your child's pose again, round yourself up, another 3 thigh stretches. Again, as the range of motion decreases, the challenge will get easier. So if you need to, decrease your range of motion. Last time out onto the tummy. 1 cheek on the floor, 2 hands behind your back. Squeeze your legs in, kick, kick, kick. Reach to your feet, lift your trunk, turn your head, kick, kick, kick. And kick, kick, kick. We'll go 3 times for the double leg stretch. Last round. And the great thing about all these extension exercises is they really have the same theme. And up to your child's pose. Round right up to seated. Turn around. In the middle of the mat. Lean back, grab your ankles, lift your legs. Boom, you're there. 3 V-rocker. Inhale back, exhale up. Hit your balance on the last time, and then cross your ankles, flip over into your plank. Find your 2-way stretch, lower yourself down. Untuck your toes, 3 swans, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Maybe a little higher this time, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Trying to stretch my front from my knees to my throat. Exhale, lower. And then pull your tummy in. Keep your feet together to come to child's pose. Round yourself back up. And then here we go again. 3 thigh stretch. Inhale. Exhale. This time, think of squeezing your inner thighs together in order to lengthen your spine that's between the two. Was that 3? Then down onto your single leg kick. Pull your chest up and forward. Kick, 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 kick. We're going for 5. So really making this an arm exercise. Pulling the tummy in. And once again, child's pose. Round yourself up. Arms in the air. Kind of a fun thing about combos too is that if you're totally at a loss for what's going on, you know it's going to happen again. And then last time. And then maybe you bend your knees, go out into your double leg kick. Hands go behind your back, elbows to the floor. Kick, 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 squeeze. And I'm just reaching my toes to my feet and then as high toward the ceiling as I can, pulling my shoulders away from my ears. That's 1. We're going for 3 sets. So I promised you extension and side bending endurance today. And then you're going back into your child's pose. And you guessed it, one more time, flip over onto your tummy, lean back, grab your ankles, lift yourself up, find the scoop of the stomach away from the thighs, and then you go for 3. Again, you can grab the backs of the thighs for a little more support here. But if this is a breeze for you, struggle a little bit. Grab your ankles, find that wobble, and then resist the wobble with your breath, and cross your legs back over into plank. Stretch yourself out, lower down. And this time you're going to start with your arms out to the sides. You're going to inhale, lift into your swan. Exhale, lower. Think of keeping the front ribs on the ground. Exhale, lower. Last variation, lift up and hold it. Doesn't have to be very high. Inhale, stretch the arms over your head. Exhale, bring them all the way back to your hips. Big snow angel. Inhale, reach. And exhale, come back. So kind of like pull straps on the reformer. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come back, hands to the floor, and right into your child's pose. Round yourself up, reach your arms up, knees a little further apart. Inhale to go back, exhale to come up. Last time. And then out into your elbows for the single leg kick. Once again, pulling your chest forward. Kick, 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 kick. 2 legs is 1 set. 3. And then your child's pose, legs come together, back up into your thigh stretch. Maybe this time your hands go behind your head for a little more challenge. Or if you just want to keep it up here, arms are going to be forward, easier, up and behind you a little harder. Last one for the thigh stretch. And then back out onto your tummy for the double leg kick. Cheek to one side, hands go behind your back, elbows to the floor. You lift your thighs and your belly first, and then you kick, kick, kick. Reach to your feet. Inhale, turn your head, replace the arms. So see if you can do one whole exercise with only 1 breath. Last one. Good, and then push up your child's pose and sit back. And then you're going to come onto your back and we'll corkscrew. Oh, good, we're still rolling. And then roll all the way down. Bring your legs to tabletop, arms go out to the sides, and you'll go knees over to one side, circle around and come back. Of course, you can take the legs straight. So just waking up the sides. Going to do a nice long side kick series followed by some kneeling side kicks. And if you'd like, you can take this into the advanced version. A little rollover, a little circle, a little rollover. If that feels unfamiliar to you, then just stick with this knees together. This is such a great way to differentiate the lower half of the body, doing something different than the upper half. So you've got your arms wide, nice connection of your whole upper back to the floor. Great way to tell if you're not keeping yourself in neutral spine as you start migrating down the mat. So whichever of these variations you're working on, you're going to do 2 more. And then you'll bend your knees, rock yourself up to seated, and we'll just do a few saws. Feet go the width of the mat. Push down with your fingertips for just a moment so you can get that nice lift. Then keep the tall lift as you reach your arms out to the sides. Inhale, twist, exhale, saw. Inhale, twist, exhale, saw. We're going to do 3 without the bounce, and then 3 sets with the bounce. And I love this variation because you can really get in on the outside of your leg and help yourself get into more of a twist. And don't worry about the number, just worry about filling the space. Let's go 3 bounces. 3, 2, 1. So you can see I'm not just bouncing over my leg. Watch again. So as we go, I'm thinking, tummy back, tummy back, tummy more back. So you're kind of exhaling deeper each time that you give yourself a new try. We'll call these tries. 3 tries. I like tries. 1, 2, 3. And last one. 1, 2, 3. And last one to the right. That's for you, Dina. 2 and 3. Then you're going to flip over, come back onto your tummy, and this time you're going to put your arms right by your sides. Squeeze your legs together and start lengthening them down the mat. Lift your arms just slightly up off the mat, and then turn your forehead to the floor. Keep your feet on the mat, and then just barely lift your upper body as if you're trying to push the mat forward with your ribs. We're going to do a reverse 100. Okay, inhale, 2, 3, 4. The reason why I love this so much is so that you can really get the action of your arms pumping in a way that's going to feel so much easier when gravity is not pulling down on your arms to pump down. Down. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Should be 2 more breaths. Triceps burning in your back. Just a little bit of upper back extension like you're laying on the long box. And then pause, take your palms to the floor and reach your arms out to the sides. And then pull the straps back and lift from your upper back, squeezing your pinky finger to your legs. And then right back again. And if you wanted to modify this, you could put your hands on the floor right here and use the floor to help you lift from your upper back. That'd be an option. Let's do 2 more. We call these T-pulls if we're on the reformer. Next time you repeat this video, if you'd like, you can put a band on the table leg right in front of you and pull the band. And we'll go 1 more time. Hopefully you feel your upper back lifting and burning on both sides. And then we'll go little child's pose to counter stretch. And then right on to the side kick. Just gonna check this again. Are we still on? Yes. All the way down on one side. Feet are to the front here. You're going to place your head in your hand, but keep this contact with your ribs on the mat. And then this top hand is going to go on the floor. Pick up that top leg, keeping it the height of your greater trochanter, this little sticky yaddy bit right here. And then swing the leg forward and back. And no matter what cue I've ever been given, the one that I think helps me the most with figuring out this side-to-side wobble is really just the 2-way stretch. So if I can find a way to pull my upper body away from this bottom leg, the chances of me falling back when I swing that leg back are just way less. Let's do a few more. And then you're just going to bring your legs together, lower your head, and lift and lower your legs. That feels pretty good to you. You're going to take this top arm and reach it over your head. Still feels pretty good to you. You're going to reach this top arm up toward your feet and lift your upper body as you go. We're going to do a few more of these, and then we're going to swing it around to the other side, and we're going to repeat this a couple of times. A couple more fish. Last one, lift and hold it. Then you're going to keep your legs together and attempt to swivel them around to the other side. Then set yourself up as smoothly as possible. Kick front and back. So if you're looking straight forward, it should feel like that your head is capable of pulling away from this side of your ribs. Not because your hand is pulling you, but because your center is pulling and lengthening and narrowing away from your legs. A few more front and back. The more the leg goes back, the more you got a 2-way stretch, and then bring both legs together, move them back a tad, and then lift and lower. You're welcome to stay right here and or put your head down. You could also leave your head there and put your top hand behind your head. Or you could reach both arms over your head. Or you could press down on that bottom arm and add a little upper body lift. So it's kind of like being on the Wunda chair. This hand being on the pedal. Let's do a few more on this side. And then because we got so many other fun exercises to do for the side body, we're not going to repeat this one again. But you are going to swing around to the other side. See if you can keep your legs together, swing them all the way around, then tuck them underneath you and come right to your knees. As if you were on the short box, you're going to grab the short box bar and reach it up toward the ceiling, narrow through the inner thighs, and elongate the waists front and back, side, side. On your inhale, reach. On your exhale, come up. On your inhale, reach. I can promise you that for every single side bend, side stretch, exercise variation there is on any of the apparatus, you're going to get way more out of it if you focus on your two-way stretch. So if I just see how far I can go on each side, this might have the potential of squashing a couple things and make me look like I'm doing a whole lot of work. But really, it's that lifting up away from your center and never finding a spot that can collapse in the body that's going to create this tension, this two-way tension that's going to give you the work. Then we're going to tip over to one side, go out as far away from yourself as you can in order to get your hips forward and your back foot down. That's your shoelaces down on the mat. Then this arm is going to reach over your head and you're just going to keep it there. If you want to stay here for a while, awesome. Otherwise, come with me and circle this top leg for 8, 7, 6, 5. Now focus on the stretch. So although the pelvis might be moving a little, it's not coming way behind you. Reverse. 8, 7. Bottom side of the waist lifting up, prioritizing this top body stretch. Should be about 2 and 1. Then stop, stretch yourself further to come all the way up. And then right over to the other side, reaching out away from yourself. Then double checking, am I really far out enough to get my pelvis forward? It doesn't have to be right over the knee, but it does have to be forward and not behind you. Prioritize that two-way stretch. Pull your collarbones apart so you have a nice silhouette of the side of your neck. And then if you want to stay here, great. You can even lift this leg, or let's circle it together for 8, 7, 6. If you've already kind of learned my playbook, you can certainly add more repetitions in there for even more endurance and reverse. And then this little thing was already built into Pilates. As soon as we get done with the kneeling side kick, we go right into the side bend. So you're going to put your feet together, one foot in front, ankle behind, close the knees together. Then if today you just want to come up to the knees, great. You're trying to get yourself in line with this hand. If you'd like to lengthen the legs all the way out and lift yourself up, great. If you'd like to put your feet together to make it a little more challenging, even harder, then you could also just do the mermaid if you'd like, grabbing onto one shin, finding this little stretch here, and then putting your elbow to the floor. Whichever variation you're working on, you're just breathing and moving, enjoying the stretch. Let's do one more on this side, and then we'll swing it around to the other side, similar to the way we did on the side kick. Shabam! Set yourself up, squeeze the legs together, and go. Inhale, reach, and exhale, lower. One more of whichever one you're working on. And then we're going to roll again, holding on for the seal. Clap, 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 clap. And then feet to the floor. And you're just going to get rocking. This can be as sloppy as you want. The feet are going to come right underneath you. And if this is your best stand up, this is what you're going to work on. Otherwise, reach forward. Try to get a little loft of your booty off the floor. A little loft. And then if you feel like you got it in you, push down into the floor, reach and stand up. Otherwise, just come to standing and join me for some push-ups. Standing at the end of your mat, reach your arms up. First one I'll do slow so you can figure it out. You're going to walk yourself out to a plank. Do one push-up or lift one leg and then the other. And then walk yourself back. And then roll yourself up. We're going to do 10 times. That was number 1. Two-way stretch. You can alternate. Breaths don't have to match your movement. Just keep the inhale and the exhale going with no breaks or clamping down in between. Number 4. Maybe 2 push-ups this time. Walk yourself back like an elephant. Round yourself up. Then go forward, reach forward. Number 6. Head to the floor, roll yourself up. Number 7. A lot of work to be had here, just walking out into plank, walking yourself right back. There's this fun moment where you start to walk back, where you can initiate it from your guts, the way that we do an elephant. Check this out. So instead of just picking up your hand, what about pulling your head toward your guts and then keeping that pulling in to walk you back up? We got 2 more to go. 1 or 2 push-ups. This time I want you to focus on getting the full width of your palm on the floor. And you are finished. Thanks for joining me. And next Wednesday, we'll drop another endurance class. See you soon.